we breathe. They go, ooh la la, ah we breathe. She like, ooh la la, ah we breathe. They go, ooh la la, ah we breathe. Okay, ooh la la, ah we breathe. That's the two-step. Ooh la la, ah we breathe. She like, ooh la la, ah we breathe. Ooh la la. Looking for M's like I lost a friend. Hop up out the bed like where's the bread? What it do, people? You're now tuned in. Popovich TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. Back up in here, one more again. So if it's your first time, then the real question is, where you been? Because over here on my side, we like to deal with sports, hip-hop, entertainment, interviews, sometimes Popovisms 101, and of course, motivation. If that sound like something you can rock with, then before you usher to the left and hit stage left, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, smash that notification bell, so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. You get alerted when I upload the videos, and if it's not your first time and you've been rocking with the channel, good looking. But you know how I do. You know how I start my show. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. And we is in the end game, people. And we in the end game because, you know, yesterday was the kickoff of the Eid. So Eid Kareem, Eid Mubarak. Thus, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody celebrating the Eid. You know what I mean? We got one more day tomorrow. So for those that don't celebrate, but you was anticipating or moving your car, yeah, you don't got to do that tomorrow because, you know, the last few years, you know, the Eid, both of the Eids in the Islamic calendar is recognized now for everybody. So you don't got to move your car tomorrow. But today, you know, we was just chilling with the brothers and celebrating yesterday. You know, I come out representing, you know what I mean? And y'all know on the channel, I don't celebrate, I don't hoopla over the 4th of July, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, because it's Christmas time. But I do celebrate this. And when I say celebrate, like, I'm in good spirits, obviously. It's a blessed time. And, you know, I'm really just grateful and appreciative most days anyway, because you could be out of here. So, you know, just to be alive, obviously, at this time is a great moment, no matter what you're going through. So just a time to reflect. But when I say celebrate, I mean kick it with the brothers, may tell a few jokes, may eat some food, you know, and just lay around, chill around outside, or, you know, wherever we having the festivities at, and do it like that. But we really in the end game, because over the weekend, unfortunately, a lot of murder, death, kill. You know what I mean? A lot of murder, death, kill. And unfortunately, a 14-year-old boy was killed. They didn't release his name yet. And supposed to be allegedly, maybe kind of, sort of, a 15-year-old was responsible right here in Harlem. Welcome to New York City. And fuck you very much, you know what I mean? So apparently or allegedly, a fight broke out, a scuffle started on the street, ended up in the train. The young boy got stabbed. And and you know, he was bleeding and laying there to die on the subway platform. Police or ambulance, you know, came and got him, and later on, they said like an hour later or whatever, he died of his injuries in the hospital. So condolences to his family, rest in peace to him. May the Most High have mercy. When you hear like kids dying, it's just always, you just always have a disappointing feeling, a saddened feeling, because it's like, yo, is nobody sacred? I mean, like, you know, and Cam, like, yo, you strong, right, eh? Because niggas die every day, B. Niggas get shot every day. And niggas do get shot every day. And you strong, right? You could take it. When we start having a cycle of kids dying, then kids killing kids, you know, we failing as a society. Then you say, I believe the children are the future. Whitney Houston? if we don't got nobody around to lead in the years to come, who the fuck is gonna lead? You know what I mean? Like, cause we gonna be out here. And then I was talking with somebody. They said like a wife when her husband dies, she's a widow. When the wife died, you know what I mean? Like, what's the name for parents who kids die before them? You know what I mean? Like, it's just real sad. I can imagine what they going through. Then also a story in New York was allegedly, maybe kind of sort of, that a dude called up, right? Called up the police. Like, yo, I'm gonna kill y'all. I'm gonna kill the governor. I'm just talking real crazy. Like, niggas talking real greasy on them R&B records. Well, I'm platinum a million times. Check the credits. So they did their little police work, found out an address that was in the location. And the story is, you know, I don't doubt it, but I doubt that he said what they saying he said. So they get there, call his name out. He, in fact, says that he is the person that they're looking for. Some words was exchanged. They commanded him to take his hands out of his pocket. He refused. And all of a sudden, you know what I mean? And I told y'all in the last show, I broke my other cup. So, you know what I mean? Keish caught me this show. I had, speaking of pistols, he pulled out a gun, you know what I mean? And shot it out with the police and ended up, you know, dying. So they killed him. This is like real wild west weekend type shit going on. And then not the chief of the police. I think that's the lady with the short haircut, short hairstyle. But another officer, and he was like, you know, he said anybody that shows up, I'm gonna shoot the first officer. And it is crazy, deranged. We know that there's plenty of mental health unstable people out here. We know that off the rip. But who calls up the police? Right? I forget what station it was. The precinct in Queens. Who calls up the police? Right? Tell them some wild shit. Wait for them to come get you. Then go through all this song and dance, have a talk with them, only to pull out and get murdered. Like, wouldn't you do some shit? Well, what's the dude? Can't think of the dude name, but he's supposed to have came all the way from Baltimore. Came up here and then shot the police while they was in the car, some ambush style. You would figure he would do something like that. Like DMX said, I heard you motherfuckers is looking for me. Well, here I am. Now you coming with me. Like, go on the precinct and, you know what I mean, pull a DMX. Song-wise, skits and talking about the police. You hear them out there with the fuckery right now. Probably telling niggas to move their cars. I just was like, damn, you want to kill a governor? You want to do this? It just seemed a little odd, you know what I mean? Let's get to some wild, crazy shit that happened over the weekend. So, I guess it's on the Lower East Side. It's a place called Bell Fries, right? And these three chicks, out of control, savages, disgruntled, and any other word or adjective you want to slide in that slot. Came in, was hungry, you know how it is, we're coming from the club, you want to get something to eat, little pizza, little french fries, little hamburger, or whatever your preference is, right? You're a little drunk, you know what I mean? You just want to fill up the stomach and get home and, you know, we had fun. Apparently they got their order and, you know, they wanted some extra sauce. The person told them it was $125, $175. We seeing the 50-cent difference. And no matter if it was $175 or $125. You either pay or you say, nah, I'm good. They didn't do that. And the videos that's coming out of these three chicks, I mean, when they say they went hard as a motherfucker, let these niggas know who they am, oh, baby. They went ham, egg, and cheese and went from not paying $175 to creating or causing $20,000 in damages and restitution. The place is closed. One of the workers caught lacerations in the head. I'm talking about they was through the chair, through the stool. It was, you know, it was COVID time still, right? And now they actually saying this new other variant is making the cases go back up. So it was mask on, mask off. We got to put the mask back on. Anyway, it's a bar, you know, the partition, the plexiglass. They ripped that shit off, come behind the counter. One of the joints, you know what I mean? I think I took some pictures of these bitches too. Unruly. That's the number word I was looking for. Bitches is unruly. And it's just savagery. Yeah, here they go right here. It's one of the girls. Unruly. Wilding. You can see she ready. She with the shits. You can look at her face. You can see she with the shits. Didn't they tell you that I was a savage? Super savage. This the other one. She was in the video wilding. And I'm laughing. And I'm being funny. But I'm not. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when you see the video, it's like, damn. Y'all did all of that? And the thing is, they get bail. They get to come home. Now, I think if, you know, when you say equal equality, we the same, men and women that is, and we're not. If it was a man or men that did this, I don't think they would got out. Not that easy. Like you slide through the bookings, make no mistake about it, cough, squat, lift your titties up. You're gonna get that peanut butter therapy, you're gonna get the bullpen therapy. And you know, one of the chicks who's not shown there, because and this is the first one that I showed y'all. Bottom one hand, wilding for respect right now. Wilding for respect. She assaulted one of the officers. She got bailed out. Are they going to do any real significant time? I don't think so. Will they probably be ordered to pay some restitution? Probably so. But the thing is, like, you know, where's the accountability at? They trending because, you know, this is what we do on channels and YouTube and Black Twitter, Instagram. And the thing is, you know, when you say the black woman is the most unprotected person in America, you know, whatever side of the coin, I don't think that. I think it's the kids that's the most unprotected. Unfortunately, because they, you know, they need us to protect them, but they're the ones that's the most unprotected. But you know, nonetheless, that went hard. Like you catch a body, Randy Moss. Ooh, for what? Just for some extra sauce? Thought y'all bitches was bosses, and you know y'all was independent and strong, and you know you could hold it down. It was nice, just go in your pocket. And I mean, like, but you thought it was disrespect. You thought the workers was trying to play you, and I get it. We all been to fast foods, even though I really don't eat that shit. Not of the last months and years. I've been stopped eating McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe once in a while, I may fuck with Popeyes, not for the chicken sandwich. I don't eat the bread and all that, but just for the chicken. Maybe. Other than that, I'm not really rocking with it, but I understand going in, you got your nuggets, or when I'm out, you know, when I'm not around, I fuck with the Chick-fil-A. You may ask for extra sauce, or you may give me an extra barbecue or extra honey mile or whatever it is. They say, 25 cents, 50 cents. Shit going up. So I don't doubt that it's $1.75. That is a little pricey. You say, damn, not even 75, not a dollar, not 50 cents. Gas is up, milk is up, bread is up. Pretty much, I mean, I'm always shopping. You know what I mean, food shopping. Everything is going up. I don't see for the foreseeable future it going down. So you either can afford it or you can't. You know what I mean? But the thing is to act in an unruly way. Then you think of Sister Rashada Ali and what she was saying about the black woman and never really been put under a microscope. And, you know, you don't want to hear that. I get it. You know what I mean? Nobody really want to be checked when they wrong. Nobody want to be critiqued or put under their microscope. But, they're going to learn their lesson. Whether, I don't think they're going to do no jail time. They probably will get community service. They probably will have to pay that money back. I mean, who goes in a store and go on a rampage? I could have pulled up the video, but y'all could go look at it. They was just wilding out. And then the thing is, when I seen this on another channel, right? It was mad dudes in the back, right? What they carry, they inside is mad dudes behind, just filming. That's what we do now, right? What Harley Quinn said, that's what we do. The bad guys, you pull your phone out and you record. Like, everything is recorded now. What the fuck was they supposed to do? Because the channel that I seen it on, she not from New York. It's a female channel. And I fuck with her channel. She like a whole bunch of men is cheering them on. And, you know, this is New York. Welcome to New York City. That's why the fuck you sign is by New York. They just did a survey too, saying like, is New York really the worst state as far as hospitality, being courteous, being respectful? I think we rank close to last. And you know, I agree. I'm a fellow New Yorker. People don't really say excuse, you know, hustle and bustle. We the city that never sleeps, etc. But I don't know where the lady is from who channel I rock with, but she not from New York. And she was like, I get it, y'all from New York, but y'all, you know, she like, I'm not saying y'all should have stopped them, but y'all cheering them on. I mean, this is what, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. You coming out the club, you feeling a little, you know what I mean, you feeling nice. You off the goose, got you feeling loose. You off Patron, got you in the zone. Blame it on alcohol. What the fuck was they supposed to do? They see 3 bitches wilding for respect, wilding out for some sauce. They pull their phone out and put that shit on World Star. And, you know, again, whether it was men, it probably wouldn't have just been one that assault. They probably got their ass whipped. Probably, you know what I mean, will do some time. But, you know, it's the sex gender. Some stuff is for men. Some stuff is for women. It's a double standard. Some is in our favor, some is not. Some is in your favor, some is not. In this case here, I think them being women played in their favor. That's why you get to just go home, because you got aggravated assault, you got damaging property, you got fucking, you know, a whole bunch of dumb, stupid charges over some fucking sauce that you couldn't afford, or you just didn't feel like they was trying to play you and they could have gave it to you. Even if that was your stance, you got that much enraged, and it's different from passion of crime. You come home, see your husband digging somebody in the house, and you wild out, stab him 89 times. You see your wife doing some shit in your bed. You come home and you shoot him 59 times. Or you road rage. You driving, minding your business in your lane. Somebody cuts you off. Yo, fuck you, no, fuck you, no, fuck you. Like Eddie Murphy from Coming to America, yes. Fuck you too. Then you get out your car with the bat, you know what I mean? And obviously we all humans and we all subject to having anger, frustration, and sometimes making poor choices when we mad. That was just the ultimate. But let's talk about some other shit, man. Let's talk about Tyrese and his mental health, right? And I did the story on Tyrese, you know, when he first was dealing with the, you know, I don't know her name, whatever her name is, the Instagram model chick. He got divorced from his wife. His wife came out and was like, you know, I advise women to not deal with entertainers and athletes because, you know, because they won't say high value in the words of Kevin Samuels, the self-proclaimed Godfather. But to me, in my book, high value is not just money. You know what I mean? That matters. Money matters. Money make the world go around. And what Drake say? People with no money act like money isn't everything. I'm having a good time. They just trying to ruin it. Money matters. You know what I mean? Money talks, and bullshit runs the marathon. That's not the only thing though in my book. You need integrity. What's your principles like? What's your moral compass like? You know, a whole lot of other stuff. You a scumbag with money. You a Scrooge McDuck. You know what I mean? So that's why I was going to say high value. But she used those words probably for money. And obviously when you're a woman and you're dealing with somebody on, you know, those levels, they can change your whole life. You know what I mean? Like really, like literally set you up nice. So she was like, you know, don't do it. I don't advise you to do it. And a lot of women came for her head. They're like, yeah, you saying that now, bitch, after you was already, you got your bag already, you divorced him, you're going to get money, you had him on social media, like, what more do you want from me? And he became a meme, and he was on social media crying, and I felt bad for the nigga, like, damn it, man. They got this nigga all in his feelings and, you know, running to the internet to tell everything. And like Herman Edwards say, no, not you play to win, but you do play to win. Hello? You play to win the game. You do play to win the game, but not that quote. Talking about the quote where he like, don't press sin. You know, they have seminars and shit for NFL players, basketball players, young people coming in to the league that's about to get money. Because that's your money, son. And at one of these conferences or whatever, he was telling them like, yo, you know, after a game or you mad and you in your feelings, reread what you about to send out. Don't press send. So in this case of Tyrese, like somebody should have told him, like, bro, do not go on social media crying, snot coming out your mouth. I mean, your nose, tears dripping down your face, looking crazy, because he was looking crazy. And he looking crazy now again. So anyway, we covered that. And he was shaving the new joint, twat online. And you know the internet is some detective and the internet is undefeated. So the same shirt, allegedly, that he was shaving her with in the tub, I guess it was supposed to be like a premiere or a party out there in LA, and he showed up with the same shirt on. So people was like, damn, this nigga just come from shaving her whole box, popping up, you know, rubbing elbows and taking pictures with your shoulder over people's arms, you know, arms and all, your arm over people's shoulders, and, you know, being funny but not. So, you know, when he did that, I thought that was a bit much, but I said he was having fun with her. Some chicks was like, yeah, take him for everything he got, girl. And, you know, like, book him, because, you know, he don't deserve to rebound with a younger joint, obviously just breaking up from his wife, his second wife. So now it comes out, allegedly, maybe kind of, sort of, they not an item no more. And she left him, because he was on, I guess he took the posters down, but he went out on a real long soliloquy about, Lord, save me from this poison, being caught up in the flesh. He wanted to marry this joint. This shit is crazy, 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 but then it was really not. Because one, that's why we shouldn't look up to entertainers. We shouldn't look up to athletes. We shouldn't look up to these type of people. And this is what I mean. Because you say, damn, you a great singer. He's not a great actor, but he had a pretty damn decent acting career. Fast and the Furious, Baby Boy, a couple other movies. So he's recognized for, you know, for doing what he do. You got some paper, or at least you had. I don't know his financial situation now. The point is, you one-on-one, or you in a certain fraternity. You know what I mean? So where you don't gotta be out here scrabbling like the regular Joe Blow, working every day, going to work. You can have the pick of the litter. And for some of these dudes like P.J. Washington, tattooed the bitch name all like what 50 Cent said. He said Khalees said her milkshake bring all the boys to the yard, and Nas went tattooed his name on his. You know what I mean? Like, niggas is crazy. But then when you look, you say, damn, all right, you got money, you got status, you got fame for being a great rapper, being a great singer, being a great fucking basketball player, but you still just human, and we all just ordinary people. And I'm saying that to say they just like us. And some of them is not smart, some of them is not bright. Bro, Tyrese that is. And that's you. Why would you want to marry her? You could tell, like, you know what I mean? Like, come on. She got us fatty. She's not bad looking at all. I'm going to give her props for her looks. She's an attractive woman. Young. So I'm sure it was good. I'm sure it had you in your feelings. I'm sure if you throw it in the air, it'll be like Sunshine from Harlem Nights reference. This is Six Sunshine on him. You call your wife, honey, tell the kids I love them and I'm never coming home. He hung up. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be standing on the corner with all that smack in the trunk. Like, bro, you should have just had some fun with it like you did and played it for what it was. Even if you did get in your feelings, which he did, because he admitted to that, why make the situation worse, making you look bad, I mean, go on social media, type out some long-ass fucking, you know, words about how you feel played and you wanted to marry her, but she's still for the streets. You couldn't tell she wasn't still for the streets? And, you know, that term is loosely now. But when you go on her page, all she got is sexy, thirst-trap pictures. How the fuck you trying to wife that up? So he probably was telling like, yo, you got to stop posting that. You know, took her on nice vacations, and obviously, you know, he took her to the red carpet, and, you know, like in his words, she's verified now. So now she got the blue check. And you looking like a sucker. You looking like you looking like an El Bozo sprinkle some dirt on this nigga. He dead. That nigga dead. Doing the roaches and shit. And my thing is this. You can go get anybody you want. They'll rock with you. You still Tyrese. She ain't nobody. And that's not even to throw shade at her. What is she gonna do? Matter of fact, damn. I think Tasha K said she was gonna interview her, but she got to get her products right. So when she do the interview, she can roll out her line now. Now she about to have all the makeup, and she gonna be Rihanna. Like Rihanna, when a nigga did the freestyle, and he named Rihanna like 5 times. Who was that did that? Royce the 5'9", I think. She don't got no business. She probably gonna get it together. But in the meantime, she was just using you as a means. And a lot of these chicks do that. That's why I'm surprised, you know, the athletes, the entertainers, they running in the same circle. You know, it's no whispers, it's no talks about what shorty profile is, what's she about, what's she not about. That should be easy to vet, to try to find out, you know what I mean, what's what. Now, obviously, Monday morning quarterback like myself, I'm sitting back saying, it's easy to see, you know what I mean? But when you in them, when you in them buns and it's booty clapping sounds, maybe not. Maybe she had him feeling young again and on top of the world, bro. Fall back, take some time to yourself, and then come back stronger than ever. I just thought that shit was like, wow. Crazy. Shit crazy. He online looking crazy. Because he don't know how to just shut the fuck up. That's the problem. And you get over emotional, and it's good to let it out. I'm not saying you can hold, but let it out in the privacy of your own home. Everything is not for the internet consumption. Why do people just keep running to the internet to expose and divulge every single thing about themselves? Yo, I just broke up with my girl. Yo, I just finished taking a shit. Yo, I just finished eating that. I mean, like every little thing. No privacy. I mean, you know, everybody want to be a star, so I get it. Everybody want to be a star. Let's talk about this other shit, though. Tyrese, get some help, bro. I feel for you. Get some help. Get some help. Get some help. Now let's talk about this other shit. This is a cup, a fly cup that is, of a, you know what I mean, of a gun. And what Nas say? How you like me now? I go blah. It's that shit that move crowds, making every ghetto foul. I might have killed your first child, scarred your life, crippled your style. I gave you power. I made you buck wild. Let's say that again for the people in the back. Nas said, how you like me now? I go blah. It's that shit that move crowds, making every ghetto foul. I might have killed your first child, scarred your life, or crippled your style. I gave you power. I made you buck wild. So over the weekend, not only in America, like this is America, don't catch you slipping. Police be tripping. In Japan, Prime Minister, what is it? Shino Abe, one of the former prime ministers there, was gunned down in cold blood while he was on the trail of, campaigning, politicking, and kicking it with the people. Now, since the story came out, I learned a lot about the gun laws over there, how they politic over there that I didn't know. Before we get to the gun laws and how they run shit over there, the reason why this dude was able to get so close, and this is I won't call him a terrorist or nothing like that. He said he did what he did. He didn't run. He got caught. Made a homemade gun, because over there it's hard to get guns. Like, you got guns, we got guns too. What up, son? Do you want to battle for cash and see you, Sun Tzu? That's a Raekwon the Chef line. Gunned them down in cold blood because the way they politic over there, they up and close with the people. You know, even though he had security there, they still like on the corner, like how Malcolm and them used to be talking from the pulpit, talking their shit on the streets right with the people. So you can just get, you can get touched. And in this case, unfortunately, he got touched. So rest in peace to him, and condolences to his family. I don't know him, obviously. You only could go off what the political people in our world said about him. Said he was a decent man. Said his legacy will go down as, a good one. His reputation was good. And that's saying a lot for a politician because we know what mechanics, unfortunately, lawyers and politicians, they fucking all crooks for the most part. That's why you got a good mechanic on your side or that you fuck with, you gotta rock with them because you can go to a mechanic and the fuse, like my man just got his shit fixed, $30 for the air conditioning. It was just a fuse or something. You go to the wrong mechanic, they may charge you $5, and if you don't know, you know what I mean, ignorance is not bliss. You may end up paying $200-300 for some shit that was just a little switch, you know what I mean? And obviously we know with lawyers, they just, you know what I mean, about the bread. And politicians as well. A lot of corruption, a lot of fuckery. Yes, we can, you know what I mean? Then when you get in office, you do the opposite, like you reverse it like a circle. Right, don't be whipped by that pussy. Whip the trick, you know what I mean? You get in office, do some other shit that you said you wasn't going to do. And we see it all the time. So for some of the, you know, political pundits and people that, you know, had interactions with him and knew him, and I'm talking about the Prime Minister of Japan, who was just gunned down in cold blood with it looked like a double-barrel shotgun sawed-off, homemade. And when you see the video, these shots was loud, like boom, boom. I mean, shot him in the chest and hit him in the neck. So anyway, I learned that the politicians over there, they up close and personal when it comes to the people. And then I learned about the gun laws. You know what I mean? Then I learned about the gun laws, and I said, yo, they said China is the lowest gun violence rate in pretty much the world. You know what I mean? Like over there, you have to go through 13 layers to get a gun. It could pretty much take you anywhere from 8 to a year to get a gun. And one of the requirements is, in order to get said gun, you have to score a 95 on an accuracy test. Like you got to shoot the gun, a test that they give you, and you got to score a 95 or higher on accuracy. So you know, like in here in other states, well, D.C., you know, Detroit, you know what I mean, Virginia, all over. This is America. When niggas be thinking they Nino Brown from New Jack City, and you riding on the motorcycle or you on your little bullshit scooter, and you trying to shoot a standing still target while you moving, or you hiding behind a tree because you scared. A lot of innocent people get killed in gun violence, and it's not even meant for them. It's because people can't shoot. So I thought that was interesting. Then you got to take a written exam. Then you got to go through a mental health and psychological evaluation of your mental state before you get said gun. Then they're going to talk to your family. They're going to talk to your relatives. They're going to go on your social media, which I hear that's was just recently signed into law over here, which I'm wondering why the hell that wasn't already in place. Because when you play Monday morning quarterback for a lot of these mass shootings by these fucking psychos, weirdos, when you go look at their social media, you see that they said some shit on Twitter from 5 years ago, like death to everybody, or I feel like just going to graduation and doing, like, you see a somewhat of a paper trail. Like, damn, this is, you know what I mean, some red flags of nigga being crazy, deranged. Why we wasn't been doing that? So over there they do that. And then what's the last thing that you got to do? Oh, when you get the gun, after a year pretty much, you got to do that shit every 3 years. So what I found out is that if you're not police, and even if you police, when you're not working, yeah, you can't carry. Like over here, correction officers, they carry. A lot of people don't know that. They carry. Correction officers carry. Going to prison every day, working with criminals, people that's going up north, fighting cases, etc. You know, it's dangerous. So not only is it dangerous inside, but people get on the phone like, yo, you know what I mean? Officer Jackson, that nigga, you know, trying to play me or whatever. You know what I mean? He live in Queens or, you know what I mean? So I'm assuming that's why they allow him to carry. But over there, you can't. And then every 3 years, you got to go through this thing again. And then, this is another kicker. Say you die. After you die, they're going to get that gun back. They're going to get that gun back. They go through all these strenuous things for you to get a gun so that they can preserve life. And then when you see that you see our gun violence over here in America is off the charts. Then I also learned that in America and Yemen, out of all places, I was surprised to see Yemen, you know what I mean? We're the easiest places to obtain guns. And Japan is the hardest place. And so it's no gun violence over there. They say, in fact, people that have guns and all that, they like with the mafia, the Chinese mafia or the Japanese mafia, whoever they are. And I said, damn, that's pretty crazy. And, you know, I started thinking, like, is everybody on some kung fu shit or martial arts? You don't want to stereotype. That could be it. But then they have something called air guns. So I just found that crazy that they go like another Nas reference. He like the military teaching people how to kill. I'm thinking Gandhi was a fool because you know we all know Gandhi was peace and and I'm being funny but I'm not. Like we teach people to kill, yet this man was teaching peace and teaching not. You know what I mean? So they go through all of these strenuous things so they can preserve life. Yet over here, we got 17 kids getting killed. Sandy Hook, shit that happened in Valloft, Texas, or wherever it was. Still ain't getting no answers yet from the politicians. The corrupt people still ain't getting no answers yet. And it's sad. 4th of July, some weirdo just go on top of the roof, start picking niggas off, shooting, then dress herself up as a girl, think he in a movie and try to get away. Jason Bourne, I'm being funny, but I'm not. He can easily obtain a gun. Got 2 fucking assault rifles, and you just walking around with 90 bullets, like 90 I mean, ammunition for days. Just like the dude in Buffalo. You say, damn, it's so easy to get, you know, I know. Over here, they're trying to take our constitutional right. But when you take the Constitution away, it's still basic human rights. It's still basic principles that can be applied. Now I get it, we over here in America, and you know, a lot of people that say United States of America, this is the worst country in the world. Don't get me wrong, I have pet peeves. I have shit like, yeah, I don't like that about the country I live in. But I'm not moving nowhere else. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, they're not moving nowhere. They're not moving nowhere else as well. You know what I mean? They love it here. That's why they don't go nowhere. All that, black folks, they trying to kill them. Why you ain't in Africa? Why you ain't going back to Africa? Why a lot of Africans is over here and they send money back to Africa? Now I get it. Some of them may have homes and stuff like that. They got family, obviously. But we all over here and the population keep growing and growing and growing. Oh, because it's the American dream. You know what I mean? You want to get that picket house, or you want to get the picket fence, nice house. You want to have a boy and a girl get married, right? You know what I mean? Like, you want to open up your ice cream parlor. Like, this is the American dream, and you know the dream is real because a lot of people buy into the dream, even the people that live here. But the point that I'm making, you know, is whether you believe America is great, let's make America great again, like Donald Trump was saying. You know what I mean? Little Donald Trump right there. Say hi, Donald Trump. Donald Trump, you know what I mean? Make America great again. Nobody's leaving. So even in myself, I say, y'all don't like when the police do shit. You know, we all, you know, as adults, you know, you just remind you when you was a kid and you couldn't do everything you wanted, so you get mad. I mean, we human. So you're like, damn, I don't like that about here, but I still wouldn't go live nowhere else. You see Brittany Griner. Bet she wish she was back in America right now for all of the bad that we got. But you still saying, then this is the last thing I'll say about China that I didn't know. They saying the reason why their gun laws is the way it is because of us. I guess after the war, and you know, World War II or one, I have to go back and look at the Google article I read. But a lot of that was put in place because of us. And, you know, America's the big bad wolf. We the wicked witch, you know, the wicked witch of the East. We want to be the boss and savior of everybody, yet our house is fucked up. You know what I mean? So we caused that. But look what, you know, came out of that. They're not dying over there every year over gun violence. It's not massive shootings over there. That's why this, you know, the prime minister getting gunned down the way he got gunned down it's a big shot. And homie, like I said, when you watch the video, which I did, them gunshots sound loud. And he didn't die right there on the scene. He actually, you know, was transported to the hospital, and that's when he died. I said, damn, that is crazy. that he, you know what I mean, was killed in that fashion in a place where there's no gun violence. That's crazy. What's this other shit, man? What's this other shit? What's going on? Oh, last thing before I get out of here. Thor, right? I went and seen Friday. I know I'm a big Marvel guy. Thor, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Went to see the 4th edition. I just realized that out of all of the Marvel, you know, Captain America, Iron Man, and all that shit, he's the only one that has 4 solo movies. Then he was in all 4 of the Avenger movies: Avengers 1, 2, Infinity War, and Endgame. That's pretty stellar, man. And I think they're gonna come out with Thor 5. But anyway, my take on the movie. It was good. On a scale of 1 to 10, good in my opinion. I'm going to say 7.5, 8. I'm going to say 7.5, 8. You know, obviously they showed us the storyline of Gore the God Butcher, Jane the Mighty Thor, you know, spoiler alert. Then the end scene credits with Zeus. You know what I mean? It had, no, not Zeus, well, Zeus and Hercules, his son. I thought it was dope. The movie ends, you know, with Gore the God Butcher bringing his daughter back. She died in the beginning. Again, the spoiler alert. So I found it funny that Thor kind of like taking her on as Odin, you know, his father, took on Loki when they just finished, you know, beating the frost giants and shit. So obviously this comedy, it wasn't like Ragnarok. Ragnarok was wild funny. I think that's low key one of the funniest Marvel or superhero type movies. Obviously Deadpool is funny too because it's rated R. But Thor Ragnarok was hilarious to me. And that's the best movie. This will probably be second now, maybe it could be top, but I gotta watch it again. I only seen it one time so far. I probably will watch it again. And the action is good. I thought Heimdall's son was there. The post-credit scene, they show Valhalla where all of the Asgardians go when they die, if they die honorable death. You know what I mean? And it was honorable. The movie was short though, you know what I mean? Like compared to the other Marvel movies, and you know, it's only 2 hours, a little less than 2 hours. So the movie is really fast paced, which I like. It's not really a lot of downtime, slow. You know, it's rapid paced. And I thought it was good. Now, no guest appearances from nobody else. Obviously, they want it to be a self-contained, somewhat of bringing everything together. You know, you got the Moon Knight series, which I watched. Right now, we got Miss Marvel, the last episode coming out Wednesday. So they'll start tying everything together. The next big movie will be Wakanda Forever. You know what I mean? Black Panther 2, definitely waiting to see how they're gonna, you know what I mean, do that. Yeah, but overall, I thought the movie was dope. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. I ain't gonna spoil you no more for y'all. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in to my show, Popovich TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.